Raiders are back.
Raiders never left, baby.
You know they have other Raiders sweatshirts, right? Not just the one.
This is my favorite, though.
You know, you gave me so much shit about my
This is a jacket,
wardrobe.
okay?
About my wardrobe.
When we first started this show, David used to wear nothing but faded bacon neck T-shirts, bro.
That's the guy who wears one jacket literally every single show.
It's a jacket, okay?
Okay, yeah.
It's all about the undershirts.
What is going on, Crypto fam? Welcome back to Sin City Crypto Live. I'm morning co-host David. We are coming at you from our studio here in Sin City, beautiful, windy, cold Las Vegas, Nevada. Before we get into any content, quick disclaimer, we are not financial advisors, so please do your own research. Got a very exciting show for you today. We have one of the executives from Arculus, which we met down in Bitcoin Miami. They're going to be coming on our show, talking to us about their product, how you can safely safeguard your cryptocurrency. And they're giving away free hardware wallets. So we left a link at the chat, pin it to the top of the chat. Make sure you guys register. We're picking anywhere between 2 to 4 winners. So you might be lucky. They're worth about $100. So we'll ship those out to you if you win. But before we get into any content, I got to introduce you to the other half of me. Baby, if you're watching, I love you. Big Rob, what's up?
I am watching, but I don't appreciate you
Not
calling me
babe.
babe. Thank you. Oh. Hola! Welcome. It's your boy, Big Rob, back in the house. If it's your first time checking us out, we are an entertainment-focused cryptocurrency channel. We take the old, the boring, the stale information, and we package it up in a fun and sexy way. We also don't just do live streams. David, what else do we do?
We do the deep dive.
We do deep dives.
It's a live stream, though.
Check out the deep dives. And then, if you guys could, drop a like on the video. Let's get this thing out there to all of the YouTube algorithmic browse
Watchers.
and suggestions. And if you're not subscribed yet, what the hell you doing? Now, I'm feeling good, man. The markets are a little down.
It's okay.
But we're holding right around that $40,000 mark.
Yeah,
So
we keep wicking down there, and we keep holding it. So that's good. That's good news.
that's right. Yeah, so you know, this is your prototypical textbook consolidation phase. So I feel comfortable. I feel good. You know, I think that, you know, with this narrative, if this is the bear market, I mean, how awesome is it?
Yeah.
That the floor for the bear market essentially is about 40,000, right?
Amazing.
Now, with every floor, there's always a little wiggle room. So we have been down to 30. I think we dropped down to 34,000, right?
That was a few months
Yeah,
ago.
well, that was about a month ago. We were at 34,000, and then we went as high as like 46, I think it was, something like that. Either way, nice little zone. So if this is where we trade Bitcoin for, say, a year, you know, till the next kind of upcoming to the halving comes around, because obviously it's not the halving that pumps it up in the FOMO. It's people expecting the pump coming from the halving. So the day of the halving is not when all of a sudden people start buying. It's before, because people are expecting the pump. So
Well, not only that, but the amount of Bitcoin being mined gets literally cut in half. So the supply starts to dwindle.
did you hear about Elon Musk straight flexing, bro?
Imagine having so much money. Yeah, I'm just gonna want to buy your company.
We're gonna get into that in a
50
minute.
billion.
We got that's gonna be our hot take today, so we'll get into that in a moment. Let's take a look at the markets. Let's take a look at the old.
Hold on, what about the chat?
Oh yeah, let's get the chat going. Oh, by the way, today once we get to the 30 viewers in the chat, we're gonna open up the club. If you're not familiar with the club, it's where we have a party. We play some music.
What were you pointing to?
I wasn't pointing. I'm scrolling on my
I
screen
thought
here.
you were pointing.
See, this is how I scroll up in the chat. And by the way, at the top of the chat, we have the entry form for the giveaway. Very simple. We're not trying to steal your data here. All you got to do is put an email address. And the only reason we get the email address is so that way we can contact you and get your address, so that way we can mail you your gift. And we might just give away $25 in Bitcoin too. Who knows? Sometimes we get crazy. Now, Russell, congratulations for being first in the chat. Round of applause. You got to go around. Okay. And then we got Nishan. We got Chef in here. And Stereo 2. My boy D-Fib. Ahmed up in here.
Mayad.
HP, Mayad. Will is in here. Georgia's show must have just ended, right?
Probably.
And then we got David's wife up in here, Sonfils, Oliver. And then we got, looks like somebody new here, Mysterious Marissa. Hola! Welcome, Sin City Crypto.
There's some dabs out there, too. You know, my kid, so I have 3 kids, and my middle kid is the goofy one. And one day he goes, Dad, watch this. He starts dabbing, but like galloping. I'm like, what is that? He goes, it's called a giddy up dab. Ever since then, my life has changed.
You know, they're asking where my action figures went.
Yeah.
You know, I was going to upgrade. We're looking at this Pokemon one.
Dude, that was dope.
That's sick.
That was sick.
It's $40, or I think it's $50. I just don't know how I feel about spending. Okay, here, put a 1 in the chat if you would spend $50 on a badass action figure. Or is that just out of your price range? If it's out of your price range, you don't feel that you're going to get value from an action figure for $50.
Sin City Crypto put 1.
This guy. Put a 2 in the chat if you think like it's a waste of money. Waste of money, 2 in the chat. Worth it.
Well, it's not company money. It's your money, right?
It is my money.
Okay, then hell yeah, get it, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why
being so cheap?
We'll pull the trigger. We'll pull the trigger.
Shit, that thing was dope.
We also got another action figure in the form of a trophy. Kind of funny.
Okay.
We'll save that for
Robin.
for a surprise.
Robin will be repping Sin City on around the blockchain tomorrow at 2 p.m. Vegas time, 5 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you guys come out, show some love, show some support. Maybe you can go back to back.
DFib said 2 and 3. I'm not sure what that means, but okay. All right, now so
Let's roll it.
all right, getting into the markets. Taking a look at Bitcoin, as we mentioned, sitting at 39,940.73 cents.
Wow.
All the way down to the decimal point. Now, as we mentioned, this is in that fund consolidation phase. And then while this is loading, internet's not really too fast today on the Wi-Fi. The Ethereum still holding over 30,000. I keep saying 30,000.
Yeah. You know, if you keep saying it, it'll come true, Robin, one day.
You know, I was listening to an Ethereum bull yesterday. Some dude that's all about ETH. He was saying $100,000 Ethereum.
I can see it.
Yeah, that would put it over a $10 trillion market cap.
Like, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And then we have
Wait, if ETH gets to 100K, what's Bitcoin sitting at, $1 million?
Well, his thought process was that ETH will be the dominant platform for transactions. So it'll replace kind of Visa and MasterCard kind of thing. That's kind of the idea. Infinite Crypto's in here. What's up, brother?
What's up, Infinite Crypto?
All right. Well, apparently my internet's not
You're good.
There we go. Come on. There it is. All right. Oh, hey, guess what? We're over 40,000.
Bitcoin's back. Oh, my God.
Well, we back. Baby.
Bitcoin's back.
We back. We bounced, and we back.
That's a good sign, guys. Very, very good sign. That means there's a lot of buy orders coming in at 40K.
All right. So, as we mentioned, kind of looking at the month, we're pretty much kind of in the same little window. So, at 39,000 at the 1 month ago, and as you see here, we're just in this long-term consolidation. Some of y'all call it a bear market. Some of us call it time to buy. So it's all up to you. Even going back a year, not too far off. I mean, we were at 50,000 in mid-2021. So when in doubt, zoom out. All right. And then taking a look at the old crypto bubbles. Let's see here. So we only have 3 projects essentially in the green. Doge. Now, why do you think Doge is pumping?
I think it's because we put the Doge father on our thumbnail for sure.
Yeah, probably. Now the Rune token's moving, and so is Zilliqa. So Zilliqa's been making some moves as of lately. But as you can see here, a lot of red, but nothing, no giant dips. So just think this is your standard consolidation. Great time to dollar cost average in if you're wondering. If you're looking eyeballing a project, kind of the same for the week. Not too much is different. And for the month, a lot of green. So we are on the come up. We have Zilliqa over 200% this month, man. We've seen what the Steppen coin is. That's the GMT token here. We've seen what that's been doing. A lot of buzz around that. If you're not familiar with the project, basically you get a sneaker NFT, and you hold it in your wallet, and then as you walk, you earn experience basically for for the NFT, and then it pays you in tokens as well.
Pays you in the GMT token.
Yeah. So
You know what I was telling Robin? I was like, how stupid were we? The amount of walking we did in Miami. Why the hell didn't one of us at least get one of those?
You know, they need one for like my lips, bro. Because your boy just never shuts up, man.
True story.
Like, keep track of how many words you spit out every day.
That'd be funny.
I would be straight raking in the tokens.
They should create a token for that baby burping thing.
Baby
That's
burp.
still one of the funniest things I have ever watched.
Maybe we'll pull it up at the end of the show, just for laughs and giggles. All right, taking a look at the crypto fear and greed index, we are sitting at a cool 28. Now, traditionally, if you were to take a look at the crypto fear and greed index, you typically want to buy when there's a lot extreme fear in the market. As Warren Buffett says, you know, what does he say?
He said Bitcoin sucks.
He does say Bitcoin sucks.
So we shouldn't listen to him.
His motto, you know, it's funny. I was going to quote him, and I actually don't know the quote. But his ideology, how about this? Warren Buffett, buy when others are fearful. That's how money is made. And so that answers that question there. So extreme fear yesterday at 25. So a little bit more ease in the market.
Here's what he said.
What did he say?
Be fearful when others are greedy, and be greedy only when others are fearful.
There it is.
I like it.
So
One of the only things he said I
amazing
like.
quote. We should turn that into a T-shirt.
You know, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
A little Sin City logo on it.
Yeah, and then we'll put Warren Buffett on the T-shirt with laser eyes. How about that?
What about that Peter Schiff picture I showed you with the dinosaur, the meteor?
That was a good one. I like that one. That was good.
I would put that on a T-shirt and wear it.
All right. Taking a quick peek at the traditional markets. If you're new here, we do like to follow the NASDAQ. Tends to be the best indicator for big moves. So basically, big moves in NASDAQ usually transfers over to big moves or it nudges the crypto market. So NASDAQ now 1.43%. We've had some earning reports coming out from the big banks. JP Morgan had a less than a stellar quarter. I think they took some L's when it came from the Russia sanctions.
They only made $20 billion instead of
25. You know, instead of raking in crazy amounts of dough, they
feel so bad.
They just raked in one crazy amount of dough instead of the crazy. Now, so what happened today? This morning, Elon Musk straight flexed, offers to buy Twitter for $43 billion. Richest man in the world is like, hey, this Twitter thing, I got my blue check mark. What's next? How about I just buy the damn thing? And so now he has had an emphasis on making it a private company. Basically, he wants to remove the censorship is kind of the vibe we got here from that. So without further ado, this is going to segue us into our hot take. Let's go.
It's hot.
All right. So our hot take for today: will Elon buying Twitter be good for crypto? A lot of people are speculating that it will be good. I don't think I've heard too many on the contrary side. So, Robin, I'm going to send it to you first. What are your thoughts?
Oh, you know what? You know your boy.
You're a natural contrarian, so I'm assuming.
I normally go against the grain. I actually like to shave upside down because
What the?
it increases the grain. All right, now, Elon. You know, here's the thing. Everybody likes. So the vibe today was everyone's all like, yo, Elon's flexing. He's going to save Twitter. Richest man. He's going to incorporate Doge, and it's going to be good. And okay, let's pause for a minute. Let's rewind. Let's look at all the times people got amped up when Elon Musk got into crypto, okay? First of all, it was Bitcoin. He started accepting Bitcoin for payments on the Teslas. Remember that? Everybody's all super bullish. All the YouTubers, content creators.
And what happened to the price
there are
of
people
Bitcoin,
running
Robin?
down the streets just throwing their Bitcoins at Teslas. Like, people just getting out of control. And then, lo and behold, we had the ESG FUD. Basically, they tightened down the pressure. They put the pressure on the board members of Tesla. Like, hey, man, Bitcoin's not green. We ain't vibing with it. And lo and behold, we remove Bitcoin from Tesla's purchase. Crap. Anyways, can't buy a Tesla with Bitcoin anymore because it's not green enough.
Okay, and what happened to the price?
That was literally the top. Literally, the top was that. When he came out and said Bitcoin no more here at Tesla, we had a market crash of sort, and yeah, that was it. That was the start of the bear market, right?
Correct.
And then I think that was the first one though, and then we kind of peaked back up again. But anyways, then everybody's all like, "Oh man, he likes Doge. You know, he's supporting." And then he had the Saturday Night Live thing. The thing dumped again. Now everyone's like, "Yo, stop tweeting. Stop tweeting. Stop it. Stop it." And now he's buying the whole damn platform. Like, he is not doubling down. He's not tripling down. He just literally repoed the entire car and was just like, "This is mine now." And good luck. So I'm scared to see it. I'm sure there's gonna be Doge tipping on Twitter. You know, Jack Dorsey, please come back, bro. You got up.
No, we need him.
He left what, like 3 months ago or 6
months
months ago? Jack left 6 months ago, and Elon's all like, it's like looking at this hot girl in high school. She just broke up with her boyfriend. Elon like, what's up? Where'd Jack go? he pulled up, bro. He pulls up. So anyways, that's my vibe there.
Okay, so in your argument, you've clearly stated that Elon Musk does have an effect on the crypto market, yes?
He's the richest man in the world, and he's buying the largest social media platform outside of Meta.
Would you say he's a crypto advocate?
Yeah, but he's not crypto savvy, put it that way.
Okay, but he's pro-crypto. So how is that bad for a pro-crypto person to buy one of the largest social media platforms on the face of this planet? Why is that bad?
Because the man is all in on a meme coin, bro. He's trying to make Doge the currency of Mars. Like, I'm telling you, the dude is so far out there. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
But yet people listen to him.
You will listen to him.
I'm not buying no Doge because Elon Musk says we're
you're
buying
one
Doge.
of the sheep, bro. You're one of the sheep, you know?
Oh my God.
Gotta be careful, bro. That
I thought I was a llama. I thought I was a llama.
You kind of look like a llama, too. Like a baby llama. Anyways, if
Baby
you're
llamas
walking
are-
across the street,
llamas are cute.
the Tesla, I'm telling you, it's got a bad track record for stopping for pedestrians. Just saying.
Wow. You're so bad. Listen, this man, so one of the first things he says is he wants to make Twitter private, right? And we all know the censorship that's going on these social media platforms. You got Facebook, well, now Meta, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, right? If you say certain words, you get banned. If you say them in a certain way, you get banned. So he comes in and being pro-crypto, understanding decentralization, being against the centralized authority. What do you think he's going to do? You think he's going to make Twitter better or worse? He's 100% going to make Twitter better. I mean, I never started using Twitter up until, you know, maybe 6-7 months ago when we started the show. I was like, all right, I got to get used to these. And I was, you know, I wasn't too happy. And I just feel like with Elon Musk coming in, he's got the social presence. He's a pro-crypto guy. He is obviously a smart guy. And he's got the money. Let him buy it. He wants to already bring down the Twitter Blue subscription from $3 to like $1.50, $2. So we know he's a man of the people. He's, again, he's pro-crypto. And Twitter needs a shakeup, man. Twitter needs a shakeup. He posted, or he retweeted metrics, the top 10 accounts with the most followers and how often they tweet. And the numbers are declining. So should we just let Twitter fade away? Or should we bring in someone who understands the space, who wants to make it better, and is pro-crypto? I mean, I don't understand how you could be going against it. Like, what's your legit argument? Is it anything? Is it just, you just want to take the other side? Is it just because you want to argue
The
with
dude is reckless.
How is he reckless? The guy is literally putting satellites in space to give everyone free internet. And you call that reckless? I call that a humanitarian.
Dude is shooting rockets everywhere, bro.
Yeah, so is North Korea. I'm waiting for you to say exactly. We are bringing Adam Lowe from Arculus on here in the next 10 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think it's good if Elon buys? Put a 1 for yes. Put a 2 for no.
He brings a lot of volatility, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, we're used to it in the crypto world, right?
And we are.
We're used to it.
That we are.
You know what, Eddie, is Adam on?
Probably not.
No? Okay. All right. We'll kill some time. Now.
You know what? I do have a video I'll play here. So we have basically kind of I guess their promo video from their website for the Arculus card. If you're not familiar with Arculus, what they are is they're a cold storage wallet, but instead of it being on a USB format like you might be used to, it's a metallic card with the NFC chip in it. So just in the same way you have the tap payments at your point of sale machine at the gas station, but this one. Now, this one, you just tap the card to your phone, and then in turn, it activates it that way. So, without further ado, I'm going to pull this up. Do me a favor real quick. Just pull up my laptop.
Like you, we believe cryptocurrency is the future. It's freed our hard-earned capital from the inflation and privacy concerns of fiat currency. But for everyone to feel comfortable using it, crypto needs to overcome 2 major challenges: outside security threats and complex management tools. Want to see the wallet I use to solve those problems? This is Arculus. It turns your phone into a vault for your digital assets. It uses 3-factor authentication, so without these, nobody's getting in. That's it. No special device charging or verifications, no tiny keypads or buttons. Just one-tap access to an intuitive, easy-to-use dashboard that lets me buy, swap, send, and receive top cryptocurrencies. Like the Roman god of safes and strongboxes who inspired it, Arculus' sleek metal keycard is tough and secure. It's got a best-in-class secure element to store your private keys, and every tap is over encrypted NFC. Best of all, it's a truly air-gapped storage solution. It never runs out of power, never needs a cable. You can't hack it because it's not connected or paired to anything. Hot wallets store your crypto's private keys in the cloud, and while they might seem easy to use, they're constantly under attack. Current cold storage wallets keep your keys in one physical place, but they can still be vulnerable, which explains all the clunky security features on the market. They might keep hackers out, but they will take you forever to get in. How will crypto ever compete with fiat if you have to crack a safe every time you want to transfer some funds? Not so with Arculus, where every swap or transfer is just a tap away. We want to make using crypto as easy as using a credit card, but safer. And we know just how to do it because the team behind Arculus has been building payment tech for decades. Now we want to apply that technology to a card worthy of your crypto assets. Arculus protects your crypto and removes the stress of holding your own assets, giving you back time to focus on the parts of your life that really matter. Help us create a safer, simpler future for your cryptocurrency. If you'd like to be part of the Arculus movement, be one of the first to get your hands on the Arculus keycard and wallet. Follow us on social media, sign up for our newsletter, and share Arculus with your friends and family. Remember, your keys, your crypto. Thank you.
All right. That was awesome. Now, we have a few of these in here. We're going to be giving these out. So these are worth $100. And thank you to the Arculus team for hooking us up, for hooking our community up. They also hooked us up with a couple too. Eddie's a little sour he didn't get one. Aw, Eddie. Maybe your flight shouldn't have been.
Do you even have
Miami.
Bitcoin to put in there? Yeah, bro. It's so bad.
All right, now, real quick. If you're not familiar with a hardware wallet, it's essentially you take your Bitcoin off an exchange. I'm using Bitcoin, but you can do multiple cryptocurrencies depending on the platform. So when you have, let's say you have a Coinbase account and you have Bitcoin there. You do not own that Bitcoin. Coinbase owns that Bitcoin. You just own the right to buy and sell that amount of Bitcoin that you have money in. When you take your Bitcoin off of Coinbase and you put it in something like the Arculus wallet, that is when you truly own your Bitcoin. It is your Bitcoin. No one can take it away. It's not a right. It's your Bitcoin. That is why you hear the saying, not your keys, not your coins. So with hardware wallets, not only are they extremely safe, but you own your own crypto. Coinbase ever goes out of business?
Well, we saw what happened with like Canada and what happened in, obviously what's going on in Ukraine and Russia. And obviously with sanctions out there, with governments overreaching, trying to censor people and stop money moving from a charitable donation to a what some people identify as a just cause. This is a way to circumvent that. It's a way to take the power away from the government if they're overreaching. So, anyways, no matter what hardware wallet you decide to go with, it's always good practice to custody your own crypto. And so, as David said, we like this product particularly. It's just pretty cool and innovative. But it just, even if you don't go with Arculus, just do yourself a favor and protect your assets and don't just leave it on an exchange, especially if it's outside the top like 2. If it's not Coinbase or Binance, I personally wouldn't trust it.
Wouldn't even risk it.
The cool thing, one last thing I was going to say, the cool thing about Arculus is we're not getting paid for this. This is just us. This is not sponsored content. We try to find things that we can share with the community that we like. And so with that said, just a cool product, it's a little different. So if, do
you have any of the other hardware wallets like Trezor or Ledger?
Me? Yeah, I got the Trezor.
The Trezor. See, I have a Trezor, I have a Ledger, and I have an Arculus. And honestly, the Arculus one, in my opinion, I prefer, Trezor, you gotta plug the USB in, you gotta press 15 different codes, and you gotta, the software uploads every day I turn it on, you gotta do a firmware update. And same thing with Ledger, you got this tiny screen, you gotta try to figure it out and press 15 buttons. What I love about the Arculus one, literally, and you'll see it if you get it, if you win, we'll send you and you'll see it. You pop it open, literally all you do is scan a QR code, put the card to the back of your phone, and that's it. Write down your seed phrase.
You know what always worried me about the USB ones is that what happens if you get it wet? Like what happens if that thing drops into some water?
Well, you can always order a new one and then just restore your wallet with your seed phrase.
Yeah.
But this one you can kind of it's a card. It's offline. It doesn't hook up to anything. But anyways, let's go ahead and bring in our friend Adam Lowe. He is the chief. No. Thought you gave me the thumbs up.
No, he was saying he wants a wallet.
Oh, you want a wallet? Man, get the hell out of here, bro. The hell out of here. You ain't getting a wallet. If you wouldn't have... so Eddie was supposed to be with us in Miami, okay? And we said, look, we're flying American Airlines. We're staying at this hotel. And he decides to be cheap and books his flight with Spirit. And if you know anything about Spirit, cancellations, delays, they suck. So come to find out, his flight got canceled. And it wasn't rescheduled for 2 more days. And so he didn't end up coming. And so that's what happens, buddy. You want to be cheap? You ain't getting a wallet.
Put a producer cam on. Here, look at this face. Look at this. Look at this face. Look at that.
That's the face of a cheap man right
That's
there.
the guy right there that flies Spirit.
You don't deserve a free wallet.
Airlines.
You don't deserve
Airlines right there.
Go buy your own free wallet. Go buy your own one. All right. We ready?
All right. Then.
Beautiful. All right. So Adam Lowe, he's the Chief Product and Innovation Officer at Arculus, and he's going to be joining our live stream right now. Let's bring him in.
He's also the gentleman we just had on the video, too.
Yeah.
You want to catch him?
Is he unmuted?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Adam, welcome to Sin City Crypto. How you doing?
Great. How you guys doing?
We're doing amazing. We wanted first and foremost, thank you so much for your time. We know you're a busy man. Thank you for joining our show and imparting some knowledge to our community. We really appreciate it. And thank you so much for giving away free wallets to our friends and family in our community. So
happy to do it. We were really happy. The Bitcoin conference chose to purchase a whole bunch of wallets to give away for the show. It was a really great partnership.
Amazing. All right, now let's kick this thing off. All right, what are you most excited to talk about when someone asks you about Arculus and wants to learn about your wallet?
Yeah, so I think our message that we share with the community when somebody says, "Hey, what does Arculus do, and why should we trust you?" So the first thing is, what do you do? we bring the ease of use of a hot wallet, like a centralized exchange, with security of a cold hardware wallet. So, what I mean by that is, it's a couple steps. It's something you have, which is your Arculus card, something which is your PIN, and something you are, which is your biometric. And you simply essentially tap to transact with those three things. So it's easy as 1, 2, 3, and you have all the security of a hardware wallet where you're holding your own private keys with the ease of use of a centralized exchange, which is where I think most people start out. So we're really excited about that. And then when somebody says, well, why should we trust you? Why should we use our product? It's a pretty good story. Our parent that I've been with for 8 years has been around about 20 years, and we make payment cards and secure private keys for some of the largest banks in the world. So that's JP Morgan Chase, American Express, Revolut, N26, HSBC. The list goes on and on. If you can name a metal card, I bet we make it.
Amazing.
That's cool. No, so we just watched your video you put together that's on your website, and I unboxed my card. I haven't had a chance to use it yet. I like to take my time transferring funds around, but I saw in there that you can kind of buy and sell with the card without like removing it from, say, the wallet and onboarding it to Coinbase. Is that correct? Is that kind of what I saw there?
Yes. So within the Arculus ecosystem, you can send and receive, and you can also buy and swap. So within the buy aspect, you can use credit or debit, and with our third-party partner, which is Simplex, you're able to use fiat currency, on your credit or debit, and purchase cryptocurrency, and it will automatically arrive to your Arculus wallet without having to go to any third-party exchange. And if you want to swap some currency for convenience, you can do that in the Arculus system as well. So if you have some Bitcoin and you want to get some ETH, you can swap it right within the Arculus ecosystem. So it's not a full-blown trading platform. We're not an exchange, but we do find it convenient for our users.
Now, I know there's some other wallets that allow you to do the same, but the fees are ridiculous. So what do the fees look like from within the Arculus wallet when you're going to swap?
Sure. So the fees are as low as we can get them. For people that are used to a hot wallet, it will be higher, but that's because your assets are actually moving on the blockchain. And I like to joke, it's not IOU Bitcoin like a centralized wallet, right? So I think people forget that when you move from, say, Bitcoin to ETH on a centralized exchange, nothing actually moves on chain, which is kind of antithetical to the whole movement, right? They're just moving your balance down in one currency and up in another, and nothing moves on chain. It's just because they have such a massive liquidity pool. So that's how, centralized exchanges are cheaper than self-custody wallets. So, a lot of what you're paying on, especially if you're moving ETH, is you're essentially paying gas fees to move it from, wherever you're buying it from into your wallet. But the flip side of that is it's real blockchain, it's real crypto, it's actually moving. You'll get a transaction ID and you'll see the hash on the chain. So, it's not IOU Bitcoin. You are actually in possession of that crypto because you're in possession of your keys. And I think that's a really important thing for the community to understand is you're paying a little bit more due to the gas, but you actually own your crypto.
Well, not only that, but, sending it out of a hardware wallet onto an exchange and then, doing your exchange swap on the exchange and then trying to send it back. I mean, anything can happen in that process. So you're kind of giving up a little bit on one side to gain a lot from the other side, in my opinion. So here's my next question. So Arculus, it's a Roman god, I believe, yes?
Yes, Arculus is the Roman god of safes and strong boxes. So there was a long debate about what we were going to name the platform. I was happy I won. And
oh, that was your pick?
Yeah, that was my pick. I do like Greek and Roman mythology. And then we have our guardian, here on the very large card behind me, that's there to protect your digital assets.
Love it.
I feel like the Romans have a god for everything.
Yeah,
they
there's
do.
Like
man.
a shoelace god, and there's a.
Is there a crypto god?
Oh,
Cool.
I think they're inventing one. You got to call Italy.
Well, I think they were the inventors of algebra, right? The Romans.
Yeah, they're inventors of almost everything.
So yeah, they're probably they're the backbone, the fundamentals of cryptography, I would assume.
And life.
Yeah. Now, here, quick question. So, what are the challenges that everyday consumers are running into using like a traditional cold storage wallet provided by, say, like your competition? So, what would you say, like, if you were trying to convince somebody, like, hey, my product's badass? Like, what difficulties are people running into with, say, Trezor and Ledger, or just the standard USB stick?
Sure. One is it's not intuitive, and it's not a form factor that people are used to, right? So everybody has a credit card. Everybody taps a credit card at the grocery store or gas pump or whatever. Everyone's used to using it. The USB sticks have tiny screens, tiny buttons. They have batteries that run out. You have to plug in some of them to a computer to use them. Other ones you connect via Bluetooth, which is inherently not particularly secure. And we just don't think it's a great design. So one of the fundamental designs when we created Arculus is that absolute ease of use with a great user experience. So we put all the security on the passive device, on the smart card that secures, federal IDs and banking cards all over the world, with the rich user interface of the mobile where it belongs. So you kind of get the best of both the worlds with our design, and we think that's very differentiated versus other hardware wallets on the market. I handed an Arculus card to my mom with no further instructions, and she was able to set it up and use it, and that was kind of my litmus test before we put it out in the market. If I handed those USB sticks to my parents, that is not going to happen. So
did you hand was there some Bitcoin on that card when you handed it to her? That's or was the balance zero? That's what I'm curious about.
The balance was zero, and she very quickly asked me to make her balance not zero.
That's funny. Unlike Robin, I actually did download and set up my wallet, and it literally was super easy. All you did is you scan a QR code, you download the app, and then you put the card to the back of your phone and then write down your seed phrase, and that's literally it. So very, very simple. And now I agree with you. If I handed that to my mom, who literally knows nothing about crypto, I feel like it should be pretty easy for her to do that as well. Now, you talked about face recognition, right, being one of the layers of security. Is there, outside of the three you mentioned, is there anything else behind the scenes as far as security that people could really feel safe about? Hey, maybe it's the strength of the company, maybe it's something else. Is there anything else you want to kind of expand on as far as security?
Sure. So there's several things people should know and feel good about. The first is the chip inside the card. So what it is it's a secure element. And for people not in the space, that's a special type of security chip that generates and stores keys very securely. So every banking card in the world uses a secure element. The e-enabled passport page inside your passport has a secure element, and that is the type of chip that generates and stores your keys. So your keys are generated inside there, never leave there. We have no knowledge of your keys, and that's why you should feel better. Some hardware wallets do not use a secure element. So, for example, Trezor does not use a secure element, and they're just standard microcontrollers with software protection. So by using a secure element, we take kind of the best-in-class view and approach of keeping your keys safe, very much like a banking card in the banking community that we've served for the last 20 years. Also, we are backed by a large public company. We rang the NASDAQ bell and opened the market yesterday, actually.
Oh, wow.
So, we've been public since December, but been around for 20 years. It's a big substantive company backing the product. So people should feel good about that, as well as the hardware that I just described.
Awesome. Quick question. So I know you access the card through your phone. Is there any kind of issue that arises if you lose your phone or that gets like stolen? I would assume it's all just kind of all of your securities on the card itself, and you can pull it up via seed phrase. Is that kind of how that would work?
Yes. So it's by design. There's depth of defense. So if I handed you my personal phone and handed you my personal Arculus card, there's no risk because you don't know my PIN and you don't have my biometric. So through that depth of defense, people should feel safe that if they lose their card, if they lose their phone, If they're both stolen at the same party, it doesn't matter because people are not going to be able to access your crypto because, again, they don't have your biometric and they don't have your 6-digit PIN. And the PIN is separate from your device PIN and managed on the smart card. So if you lose your card, you break your card, it's stolen, you can get another card, take your 12-word seed phrase that you store somewhere else safely, load that back up in your new card, and you're ready to rock in the course of a couple minutes.
Speaking of seed phrases, so we talked about on our show yesterday, quantum computers in the next few years possibly being able to crack seed phrases. What are your kind of thoughts on that? Do you think that's possible? Like, is that something you guys and your company's worried about?
So we deal with this on the banking side of the business as well. So I'm not super worried about it in the next couple of years. I do think the community will move to continue to fork and improve various chains to be quantum computing resistant. So for your listeners on the banking side of the world, all of the keys that protect your banking transactional data and ID data on banking cards is moving towards quantum computing resistant keys. And in the same way, I believe the community will fork the code for the dominant and valuable chains. Maybe some of the old chains won't and they'll die. But all of the chains worthwhile will continue to upgrade their algorithms such that they will be quantum computing resistant. And that will include the seed phrase mechanisms. One thing you can do to keep your seed phrases extra safe is the 25th word or 13th word where it's something you choose. Now you have to make sure you write that down, or otherwise you won't access your crypto when you go to recover. But that makes it almost I won't say impossible because nothing's impossible, but it makes a much harder brute force calculation.
Amazing. Now, is there anything on the horizon for your company as far as big partnerships, new products, new integrations with Arculus?
Sure. So we're continuing to roll out new features that we're excited about. So here very shortly, I can't give exact promise dates, but we are adding Wallet Connect to the product so that users can use their Arculus wallet to connect to the DeFi space. If you want to go to that DEX and flip some currency that way, that's awesome. You want to go to your favorite NFT spot and purchase some NFTs with ETH on your Arculus wallet, that's great. We'll be really excited for you to do that. We're also adding an NFT viewer that we expect to be out here in Q2. So we're really excited about that. So if you have NFT tokens resident at your, say, ETH address associated with your Arculus wallet, you'll here shortly be able to visualize them. So that's really exciting for our users as well. And we think continues to increase the utility of our product. As you mentioned on the B2B side, we've made brands and helped people like American Express for years create cool form factors for their brand. We do have a variety of B2B partnerships in the works. They're not announced yet, but as soon as they do, we'll certainly ping all the outlets, including yours, and let them know. But if you listen to our earnings call, we are in some advanced talks with B2B partners we're very excited about.
Well, I didn't know you guys had the NFT in the pipeline. So
that's gonna be great.
That's a great utility.
I mean, especially with what's going on in the NFT space, people getting their stuff stolen or whatever the case may be. I'm big in NFTs, and I just worry sometimes that I'm going to wake up one day and it's not going to be on my OpenSea or my MetaMask wallet. Yeah,
you see, it's like every week we have a Bored Ape, a news article that it got stolen or hacked or something.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Chat seems to be pretty receptive to the wallet. Chef says he likes the idea of keeping his wallet in his wallet. So
we appreciate that.
Now let me ask you this question, and this is a little speculative, but so the actual card, the Arculus card, is super cool. Can you can you see in the future possibly using that exact card to pay for stuff that
Oh, you mean like as a tap payment?
Yeah,
that'd be kind of cool. Is that something? Maybe.
So what we're working on in that space is because it is a smart card, right? So a big advantage of what we do, right? We're Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover, JCB, Union Pay, all the things certified. We can take that same smart card and we can take this cold storage technology and put it on a payment card. We can also put what we call digital authentication on a card. So one or both of you may have used a YubiKey in your life. We can actually take your payment card and put that same type of authentication technology in so that your payment card can also do login. So these are the types of things that we're working with the B2B partners we talked about to look at implementing. So yeah, you could walk into your favorite coffee shop, pay over traditional payment rails, and then a few minutes later tap the card to the back of your phone and do a secure transaction with your crypto. To be very clear, right, you're not going to tap your Arculus card and natively pay an ETH. That's not a thing yet, and especially it's very complicated on the merchant side. But if a merchant does accept crypto, right, that QR code pops up on his point of sale terminal, her point of sale terminal. You could scan that QR code, tap your Arculus card, and boom, pay with XRP or whatever the merchant's consuming. So we're very excited about that. But we do think Arculus is a great nexus point where we can bring the crypto world and the payments world, the fiat world together. I hear too many conversations about us and them, and I think it's a much more interesting conversation about how can the things coexist, because to me they're all digital assets, whether I own dollars, ETH, XRP, NFTs. They're all just digital assets that I own and I need to protect.
Amazing.
All right. Well,
Adam, we wanted to, again, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for coming on our show, educating us and our community about what exactly Arculus does and how it helps keep us and our money, our cryptocurrency, safe. If you're not going to be one of the winners from the giveaway, you can go to getarculus.com. And I would recommend buying directly from their website versus the secondary market like Amazon, because there have been some issues going on with people buying them, opening them up, recording the seed phrase, and then repackaging them and selling them. So definitely go check out their official website. Again, Adam, thank you so much. And we look forward to maybe bringing you back on when there's a big announcement coming on with Arculus.
Appreciate it. Thanks,
awesome.
guys.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Us.
All right. Bye.
All right.
So yeah, if you haven't click the giveaway link at the top of the chat. We linked it there. It's also in the description. As we mentioned, all you got to do is just drop your email, and then we'll mail out the cards to you. So we have 4 of them to give away. So maybe we'll give away 3 today and 1 tomorrow or something.
Yeah. Why don't we draw one right now?
I don't think you can draw just one. We'll draw it.
We can draw 3, and then we can.
Well, then people can enter later.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
right.
We're just trying to give away the house, bro.
Yeah, so we're giving away 3.
Yeah, just make sure you enter. We'll give it away at the end of the show. Now, let's get into what? The talking points?
Talking points.
Let's go.
All right. So pulling up my laptop here, Eddie, who doesn't have a wallet. U.S. Federal Reserve officially considering CBDC to, quote, improve existing payment system. Should be improving inflation. The United States Federal Reserve has finally made an official announcement saying that it is considering a central bank digital currency. The central bank has talked about CBDCs before and in initial studies, but this is the most significant announcement that it has made so far. The reasoning is that it wants to use technological advances like digital wallets, mobile payment apps, and cryptocurrencies and stablecoins to improve on an already safe and efficient U.S. domestic payment system. I don't know if I'd call it efficient.
Question: is that their official statement? Was a Twitter statement, or is that how they do this thing now?
Yeah, everything's Twitter. So I'm saying, Elon, buy Twitter.
What I'm saying, the Federal Reserve, instead of like getting up on a podium like old school style and being like, "Hey, this is what we're doing," they're just throwing out tweets. I'm like, yeah.
Hey, it's the way of the future, bro.
Jerome Powell sitting in his boxers at his house like, official
donut.
press release.
That's funny.
He got like a bowl of cereal on his chest. Like,
as for what will guide the consideration of a CBDC, the Fed noted 4 points, but I have 5 highlighted, and I don't know. The first, the benefits for households, businesses, and the overall economy. Yield benefits more effective than alternative methods. Consumer privacy, complementing currency forms of money and financial services, and protection against criminal activity. So what I decided to do is I pulled up the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve, their frequently asked questions segment. And here's a couple I highlighted. Question number 5, what are the potential benefits of a CBDC? And this is directly from the Federal Reserve government website. Quote, a CBDC could potentially offer a range of benefits. For example, it could provide households and businesses a convenient electronic form of central bank money with the safety and liquidity that would entail. Liquidity. Definitely know there's going to be a lot of liquidity if you know anything about them printing U.S. dollars. give entrepreneurs a platform on which to create a new financial products and services, support faster and cheaper payments. Here's another question. What are the risks of a CBDC? And this is their answer. A CBDC could pose certain risks and raise a variety of important policy questions, including how it might affect financial sector market structure, cost and availability of credit, the safety and stability of the financial system, and the efficacy of monetary policy. And here's the question that is on everyone's mind.
You know what? You know what? To go back up to that was titled "What are the risks of CBDC?" So they should say on there that collecting illicit funds might be more difficult for politicians, right?
They should, but they won't.
I mean, just throwing it out there, like, you know, backdoor handshakes and
those are never going away. And then the last one I want to highlight, would a CBDC protect my privacy? Any CBDC would need to strike an appropriate balance between safeguarding the privacy rights of consumers and affording the transparency needed to deter criminal activity. So here we go with criminal activity again, deterring. You know, more criminal activity is done using freaking cash that has ever been done using fiat currency or using cryptocurrency. So, Rob, it's official. They're looking into it. What are your thoughts?
It's coming. That's the thing.
You think it's
now,
coming?
Do we want it? As far as for the retail sector, for the common person, I don't think the CBDCs are necessary. We discussed how the Fed would issue CBDCs yesterday, and just to reiterate that, even Janet Yellen was saying that it might be advantageous for security and privacy for the Fed to issue basically to give out bonds or issue out money, print money, of quote, to give that to banks in the form of a CBDC controlled by the Feds. And then in turn, having a private sector where the banks themselves can issue out a CBDC. And then like that, you got a free market. Now, she referenced the banks working with the Feds with the CBDC and just leaving it at that. But then I hypothesized myself, because your boy's straight genius here. No, but you know, I think it would be good to have free market. If you had options, you had Bank of America, you had Wells Fargo, you got all of these different players with their own CBDC. You could get rewards in the same way that you get an airline credit card, where you earn points. Maybe you can get lower interest rates if you are staking a certain amount of or you have a certain amount of money tied up into a savings account, or you've been a client for so long. So I think there's going to be a lot more incentives, and that's what free market is doing right now. Because right now there's no incentives.
Right.
You go to the bank, they're like, yeah, pay us $15 and we'll give you a checking account. Like, what is that?
And we'll give you nothing in return.
And then they're like,
and we'll tell you how much money you can pull out at one time.
Can I have a paper check? Like, oh, that's $50. like damn.
Now, why the hell? What I want to know is why the hell is there a limit on how many times I can pull money out of my savings account? $5 every time.
They're looking out for you.
Overseas.
They're looking out for you. They're like, well, a checking account. If we just give you the unlimited amount of withdrawals, I mean, that's not good for you, bro.
Well, we're trying to bolster the economy here, okay, guys? We're rampant inflation.
So with the growing crypto space, with Celsius and BlockFi, with all of these lending platforms, you're going to get competition. And right now, it might not be the biggest dent in the armor. It might not be causing a huge pandemonium at the banks, but there is money leaving checking accounts, and there is money especially leaving savings accounts.
Hell yes.
And in your traditional investment firms as well, and it's going to crypto. And it's going to only grow. And in the same way that people started unplugging from broadcast television or cable television, and they're like, you know what? Why am I paying $150 for 100 channels I don't watch? I like, I don't want the Home Garden and Network channel.
Hey,
like, I have no. You watch the Home Garden.
You watch your
Network.
mouth.
Yeah, I do.
Yes.
You watch it.
I do. Home Garden Network.
Yeah, I drove by. I went to go drop off David the other day, and or pick him up before the show. His car broke down, and he was outside painting a picket fence. He was like, you know,
Man of
I'm
the
like-
people.
and
Wasn't that was from the Karate Kid movie? Mysterious Marissa said, "Great effing show, got a jet." Marissa, thanks for checking us out.
Yeah, man.
Make sure you subscribe. Come join us tomorrow, same time.
for show. But anyways,
I don't want to see a CBDC, man. I just want to see them let the private sector. figure it
yeah,
out.
I don't want to see what the version of CBDC where the government is watching you. That's
They're 100% going to be watching you,
that's what I'm saying. I don't want that.
bro. You know. Okay, going a little off the rails here, but here's what I think's happening.
Que pasa?
We're going to go into a recession. Everyone's going to be broke, right? It's going to be no more middle class. It's going to be rich and it's going to be poor. Okay?
What kind of world are
Hold
you
on,
living
listen
in
to
here?
this. It's going to be rich and poor, all right? And rich is like you have over $2 million in equities.
Are you going to be rich or poor? Which one are you going
I
to
want to be rich. I want to be crypto rich. But what I'm saying is it's going to drive the economy into the dirt. And so here's going to come the Fed and say, you know, we're issuing CBDCs. And we're giving everyone X amount of CBDC money per month, and you can only spend it here, here, and here. That would be
That
terrible.
is never going to happen.
Hey, man. Call me a conspiracy theorist because right
you
now I
think
am.
the government's going to tell you where you can spend your money? Not
Hell
maybe
yes!
other governments, but not the U.S.
Hell yes.
What do you think?
That's what they want. They want to.
What Congress is
Robin,
going to pass this?
Why is there a camera on every single intersection?
Okay.
Why?
You sound like the weird conspiracy guy. Who like, well,
I'm just
you
saying,
know,
man.
he's like aliens
I'm just saying.
did build the pyramids.
You know,
There's no
I've
evidence
lived.
to support it, but there's no evidence to say they didn't. Like,
I have lived. I grew up and I was born in a socialist country, and they monitor everything you do. Every single thing you do, they monitor. I wanted to go deposit $50
okay,
into my
I'm
bank
not
account.
saying that the
I'm just
feds,
saying, man,
the
that's the
feds,
road
the
we're
feds
on.
could easily monitor us by issuing CBD. Yes, but they're not
Why do you
going
think they wanna get rid of
go
cash?
so far
Why
to
do you
be
think
like,
they wanna get rid of
you
cash?
can only shop at Walmart, not Target. Like,
They want to
to
get rid of cash. No, I'm saying, you can only spend it on milk.
No,
egg.
no,
I don't know.
no, absolutely not. Maybe
Mark
with,
this
maybe,
day.
maybe with
Mark
like
this
maybe
day.
with like the WIC and food stamps, it would make more sense to be like, hey, can you stop spending the welfare money on cigarettes and whiskey
And lobster and king
and
crab.
you know, maybe you could like prohibit somebody's purchases that way. I guess that would make sense. But outside of something like that, like, come on, man, you're living in
Hey,
some
man.
weird.
I've
Some
been watching
weird
a
Matt
lot of
Damon
documentaries.
sci-fi movie here or something.
All right, let's move on. I don't want to talk about the government anymore. There is a giant lawsuit coming to Uniswap Labs.
Hold on, real quick. Do you think the aliens built the pyramids?
That's a whole different topic, and I'm not getting into that.
Okay.
But the quick answer is maybe. Class action lawsuit accuses Uniswap Labs, its investors, of allowing fraudulent activity on the DEX protocol. Here we go. A new class action lawsuit from Uniswap user alleges that Uniswap Labs and its investors are culpable for her losses due to a failure to comply with securities laws. Well, guess what? It ain't a security, so they can't go with securities laws. All right? Nessa Risley of North Carolina is alleging a lack of KYC due diligence and failure to register as a broker-dealer with the SEC allowed scammers to execute pump-and-dump schemes with the Uniswap protocol. She also accused Uniswap Labs of doing little to root out fraudulent problems. The plaintiff claims the tokens traded on Uniswap constitute unregistered securities, and Uniswap Labs' failure to register with the SEC as a broker-dealer and comply with securities laws put investors at risk. Here's a great part. She's also suing the investors, which include Paradigm, AH Capital, and Andreessen Horowitz. So you got the gall, you got the nerve to sue Andreessen Horowitz. Good luck to you. Robin, what do you think?
Yeah, very animated with this one, huh?
Yeah, because I made a dumb decision, and I'm passing that blame.
It's not about a dumb decision.
It is a dumb decision because you know what she invested in? Ethereum Max, Bezoge Earth, Matrix Samurai, Alpha Wolf Finance, Rocket Bunny, and Boom Baby. You deserve to lose your money. Sorry.
No, she doesn't.
Yes, she does.
She does not.
Yes,
Okay?
she
She
does.
was just ill-informed, okay? You know what?
And why is that the platform's problem?
What if one of your kids grows
People
up and
are
decides
being
to...
so dumbed down that it's like Instead
Okay.
of looking in the mirror and saying, maybe I should have done more research. Oh, it's their fault because they let this company
Why are you
put their
doing a
product
weird
on my...
voice here, bro?
Man, because I'm
What's
pissed.
going on?
I'm pissed.
What's going on here?
Russell, what's my health?
You're
at?
out of control.
This is not
today,
good.
bro.
I got a headache, man. Go ahead.
All right. We got weird voice. We got yelling, conspiracy theories. I don't know. What did you drink this morning, bro?
Coke Zero's laced with something. We know what it used to be laced with. Maybe they keep doing it.
So, if you're first time watching, this is how we normally do things around here. Okay, outside of your investment choices, I can leave that up to you. But here's the thing: you use a decentralized platform. That's your answer right there. So you use a platform that isn't controlled, and technically it is controlled by Uniswap, but essentially you use a platform that lets people trade amongst each other. That's essentially what happens. So it would be like me having a parking lot sale or a yard. I don't want to say yard sale, but say I do a farmer's market, okay? And you wanna go in there, you wanna set up your booth, and you wanna sell tomatoes. Okay, cool. But going to a farmer's market, you're buying directly from the farmer. You're not buying from the owner of the farmer's market is not setting up each they're not
That's a good
liable.
analogy.
So, it's essentially a marketplace where people can trade amongst each other. It's like your gun expo or whatever it is. You're not going to go sue the stadium or center or arena or wherever they have the gun sales. You're not going to go sue them. I'm probably sure there have been sued.
100% have been.
But I'm just saying, like, if you think about it, it's not their fault. You know what I mean? It's a decentralized marketplace. So they're just letting people trade amongst each other. So at this point, if you decide to walk into a marketplace and trade with this person in front of you, you need to have the know-how, or you need to do the research that the person you're trading with is a liable vendor, because you're walking into a decentralized place. So that's just the way I look at it. And so for me, that's where you choose to trade. Now, you decide to go to an exchange. Like you decide to go to Wall Street and buy some stocks, and the company ends up being a scam. Then there's people that should be held liable because, for one, they went through the process of becoming a publicly traded company. How did this go through? How did this slip through? It's centralized, but this is decentralized. So just know that ain't nobody making sure there's free of scams. Basically, is what I'm saying. So
Yes. So maybe take responsibility for yourself. And before you invest in a stupid named coin, do some research. All right, next. So yesterday, huge news came out of the Dallas Cowboys. I think they're the most valuable sports franchise in the world. Will you fact check me on that, Robin? Blockchain.com scores...
Sure it's not like Manchester United or something?
Maybe, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. We'll see. Blockchain.com scores big in NFL, becomes Dallas Cowboys sponsor. Blockchain.com has recently received a valuation of $14 billion, has inked a big-ticked sponsorship deal with the United States National Football League team, the Dallas Cowboys. Announced on Wednesday, it is the first partnership of the American football team with a crypto company. And this is a quote, people from Blockchain.com are bringing Wall Street to Main Street by making digital assets available to anyone, anywhere in the world, and that's a touchdown for our millions of global fans. We take pride in being the first team in the NFL to sign an official cryptocurrency partnership and are proud to venture into this innovative business with Blockchain.com, said Jerry Jones, who is the Dallas Cowboys owner, president, and GM. The man, if you know anything about the Cowboys and football, this man has an iron grip on that franchise, and some people don't like it. Now, under the agreement between the two, the crypto company will receive extensive branding and advertising opportunities using the sports club's infrastructure. In addition, it can promote its content and hold events. So, Robin, we're both big NFL guys. And, in the NFL world, if you're not familiar, the Cowboys and Jerry Jones are essentially always the first movers. Whatever they do or say, people tend to follow. So this is great news for the NFL. This is great news for the cryptocurrency space. This is great news for everyone. We want people to know the space we're in and how amazing it is, because the amount of people in it now is not enough, not nearly enough. So,
excuse me. I thought there was a ban on crypto advertising by the NFL.
Not no more. Not no more. Jerry Jones talks. Roger Goodell, the commissioner, is going to listen. You find out who the most valuable sports franchise is?
It is the Cowboys.
It is the Cowboys, right?
Yeah.
Like 5-point-some billion?
Well, you referenced $14 billion on this.
Oh, that was blockchain.com.
Oh,
Blockchain.com is worth $14 billion. But the Cowboys, most valued franchise, sports franchise in the world, across every single sport, every single team. So, Robin, what are your initial thoughts on this? You know, I know there's no way you're going to take the opposite side on this. I'm not going to say it's bad. Or are you?
Why are you looking at me like that, bro?
Because you always tend to go the opposite way. Let us know what you
No,
think.
it's good. You know, blockchain.com is a great source for articles. Is one of our go-tos. They seem to be pretty reliable there. So outside of that, you also have they have an exchange too, right?
I believe so.
Let me take a look.
But here's the thing. The financial
Anyway,
terms...
I think it's good. And more exposure, especially with so many people. Yeah, it is so it's an exchange as well. So blockchain.com, probably just trying to play catch up with FTX and crypto.com.
Yeah.
So, if you're maybe do they have a token? Because if they do,
I doubt it.
could be
I doubt it. But there's definitely going to be more to come. Crypto.com, we'll see. Okay, so if Crypto.com went with a specific sports team, specific NFL team, who do you think they're going to pick?
crypto.com?
Yeah.
They seem like a California kind of thing.
Like a Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah, well, they had the Staples Center, which is that was already LA. So I don't know. I think like the 49ers would make sense.
Oh,
You
very
got
franchise.
you have the Silicon Valley, San Francisco. So that would make sense.
Fair enough. All right, very bullish. Let's move on. Got some Tether news. We talked Tether yesterday. Tether's CTO, Chief Technology Officer, says it will reduce commercial paper holdings. Now, if you're not familiar with commercial paper holdings, it's bad. Unsecured debt, not from the government, but from private companies or public companies. So they are trying to reduce this because this is what a majority of the FUD around Tether has been with. Tether's Chief Technology Officer has said that the firm would continue to diminish its commercial debt holdings and improve transparency surrounding the reserves that back its USDT stablecoin. He mentioned that his firm sends its attestation reporting quarterly to the Attorney General's Office of New York. Ardioino, which is the CTO, said that in the last quarter, Tether reduced its exposure to commercial paper by 21%. So in 3 months, 21%. And he noted that the company would continue to wane its commercial paper holdings. Its diminishing commercial paper reserves would be replaced with U.S. Treasury bonds, which I'm sure government is happy to hear. Currently, Tether does not reveal the companies that it holds commercial paper in, though it also, but it does provide ratings. The CTO said that the vast majority of its commercial debt holdings were rated A2 or better. Now, what is A2? Let's look at the Moody's chart.
Is that like the next evolution of steak sauce? It's not A1. It's A2, baby.
Decentralized
A little less tangy, a little bit more greasy.
Yeah. So here you have the investment grade from Moody's. So AAA is the best, AA1, then AA2, AA3, then A1, A2. So number 6. So not considered speculative, still considered investment grade, but kind of in the middle. Not the best, not the worst. So Robin,
¿Qué pasa?
what are your thoughts? How you feeling?
About Tether?
Yeah.
They've always invested and had shady books, which is why the SEC sued them. They settled, and they're trying to right the ship. So we talked about it a bunch. I don't really want to get into it, but right. Tether kind of shaky. I know you said Tether shake up, so very shaky. Real quick, I did want to cover. I ran across this this gentleman yesterday. So Michael Lewis, if you're not familiar with him, Michael Lewis, he's written 16 books that basically talk about some of the ills and thrills and flaws of Wall Street. Some of the basically he just bashes Wall Street. That's like his little thing.
I like it.
And so he did a little bit of insight on crypto, but instead of bashing crypto, he kind of had a interesting perspective. So here, I'm gonna pull this this video up real quick. So yeah, without further ado, take a look.
About a perspective I have, which is that the SEC is just becoming less and less effectual in a very significant way, in that all the action is going to the parts of Wall Street that are not regulated by the SEC. I mean, you yourself were just talking about the B team and the A team, B team being investment bank, A team, private equity, venture, crypto, not under the purview of the SEC. Look at Sand Hill Road, the valuations and the unicorns, all the action goes to those guys. It's not in the public markets. And the SEC is overseeing a smaller and smaller part of the financial services industry. Do you agree with that? And what are the consequences?
So that's true. I think it's true. One of the interesting consequences, I mean, there are all kinds of consequences, but one of the interesting consequences, it's in crypto, is that essentially a separate financial structure is being built alongside the old legacy financial structure. And this financial structure has several properties, but the one apropos of what we were just talking about is that it eliminates middlemen. That if you are trading on a cryptocurrency exchange, you have an account with the exchange. You don't have an account with the broker who's moving your stuff in and out of the exchange. They're not high frequency traders who are paying the cryptocurrency exchange for faster information about the exchange. The whole jerry-rigging of the stock market isn't happening there. It's really clean in a funny way. I mean, I don't know about cryptocurrency itself, but the mechanisms that are being built to exchange this are far more egalitarian, more equal. The participants in the marketplace are not privileged in relation to one another in the same way they are in the stock market. And I think that the proof of concept outside of the regulated markets, that you can actually run a market this way and it works really well and it's better for the individual investors, may end up being persuasive when in the conversations about how we reform our regulated markets. So that's, I think that might be a big deal. Might not. I mean, the whole thing may come crashing down because nobody, crypto is an act of faith, right? It's like gold, like the dollar. But you don't know, it's hard to judge, like impossible to judge whether that faith is sustainable or not. I don't know. But if the longer it goes on, the more of a threat it poses to the existing financial order.
All right. So a couple of cool points or takeaways there. He stressed that if you look at crypto exchanges in particular, how you buy and sell your assets or your tokens or your cryptocurrencies is pretty straightforward. There's no manipulation. There's no everybody's on an equal playing field. So there he referenced basically if you're on Wall Street, you got to go through a broker, and then you can pay for information from different entities and get a leg up on other people. So anyways, there's a lot of mischievous behavior going on in Wall Street. And what he's saying, he's like, I don't really know about this crypto thing, but the way you buy and sell is fair. And the way that people are transacting and the way this market has evolved is leaps and bounds better than what we have. And perhaps reform will come in the in the way that maybe Wall Street looks at crypto and the way that they're transacting. And they're like, hey, you know what? This is actually a way better system than what we have now. I mean, you got to think Wall Street was built back in the 30s, and then it didn't go like online until the 2000s. And you still had people out there doing paper trades in the 90s. So the system that it's built on is a little outdated. And so maybe they'll take a page from the cryptocurrency exchanges, because obviously it's like you go here to Vegas, you land in Vegas, you go to drive across the city, not a lot of traffic, right? Unless you hit the Strip, unless you hit Las Vegas Boulevard, because the roads were built later. You know what I mean? They took, they decided to make the lanes wide. But you go to New York, you go to Baltimore, they didn't expect the cars and to be the normal, like, everyday piece of traffic. So they didn't build the lanes wide. So anyways, the infrastructure was built on outdated ideology. And at this point, it's so large, it's hard to change it. You can't just go bulldozing high rises to make the streets wider. And so, crypto has an advantage there. Because it came later, they could use technology and build it more efficiently from the ground up. While you look at Wall Street, this thing's outdated, a lot of manipulation, tons of grandfathered in clauses and backdoor deals. So, yeah, that's what I got.
Hey, you better watch your mouth about my grandfather. Now, he talks about it being a system of faith, right? Comparing it to fiat. Do you agree with that?
He was not saying that the exchange is a system of faith.
But the
he
whole
was saying
crypto-
that cryptocurrency.
Yes.
He was like, his thing was, he's like, I don't know about this crypto thing, but the exchanges are efficient, they're transparent, and they're free of a lot of the problems that come with manipulation and basically pay to play kind of mentality in Wall Street. And he's saying that he doesn't know about crypto because crypto's price is essentially based on faith.
Right.
And it kind of is. Essentially, the price of Bitcoin is what the books are at the major
What
exchanges.
the buyer's willing to pay for it.
Yeah. So you take the order books on Binance, Coinbase, whatever, and then you just average it out, and that's the price of Bitcoin. You take if Coinbase has 20% of the order books, 20% of all the Bitcoin that are available to buy and sell are on Coinbase, another 20% on Binance. They hold 40% weight. What's the average of the books? Boom. Yeah. That's the price of Bitcoin. Because here's the thing. If I have a Bitcoin and I want to sell it, I know I can go sell it at Coinbase for that price. So that's where the price is.
That is why when you invest in cryptocurrencies, it's of massive importance. You look at liquidity. Robin talks about this all the time. Liquidity, liquidity, liquidity. Where is it available? Where can I buy it? Where can I sell it?
That's right. Don't go in the pool with your swimming trunks on if there's no water in there. You like my analogy?
You have good analogies.
Just saying.
I would have said, don't go diving in the pool with no water.
I'm just imagining like me with like the snorkel and like the rubber duckies like inflatable thing.
Yeah, like how you take
and
baths.
then like being in the pool, like, yeah, where's the water at, bro?
Oh,
no
shit.
liquidity here.
I'm stuck. I can't get out. All right, let's move on. Some Cardano news out of Mr. Hoskinson. Massive performance improvements are coming to Cardano via the Vassal.
Why is the picture of him holding a big
Hold on. It gets better. Look at his sleeve, bro. Sick tats. Hey, he doesn't look like a tattoo kind of guy.
Who is this? This is Daily
This is Daily Coin. Hey, I'm digging it, bro.
That's a good picture there.
I'm digging it. If Charles ever comes on our channel, we're showing him this picture.
Yeah, he's like a big farmer.
Ethan wants to know when giveaway. Should we do giveaway before market analysis?
Let's give this thing away.
What about market? What about before market analysis?
I'll just give it. We'll give it away now.
Okay, all right. No, let's get to this article first.
Okay, get to the article and we'll give it away after.
Yeah, this is actually our last article, so we're good. All right. With an expected launch date of June 22nd, Charles Hoskinson, the founder of Cardano and CEO of IOHK, has shared what the community is to expect from the Vassal hard fork. In a recap video, Hoskinson explained that the Vassal hard fork contains, quote, pipelining, one of the pillars supporting Cardano scaling. He adds that the upgrade will bring massive performance improvement to Cardano. He further explained that the hard fork will include other scaling improvements, including new Plutus, CIPs, UTXO on-disk storage, and Hydra. According to Hoskinson, these features will enhance Cardano's throughput and optimize the system to accommodate an increasing range of decentralized apps, smart contracts, and DEXs. Hoskinson also revealed that the IOG team is working on releasing a dApp store, a new lightweight wallet, and bridges for asset transfers from Cardano Layer 1s to other chains. Robin, we're both big Cardano guys, but you're a huge Cardano guy. You want to look up from your iPad there and tell us?
You told me to work on a giveaway.
Oh.
I watched his was it AMA yesterday, so he has his old YouTube channel, answers a bunch of questions.
Sometimes sunny. Always, what did I say? Always sunny. Sometimes Colorado.
Sometimes Colorado, yeah. But he, you know what? There's over 1,000 partners in the pipeline that are launching on Cardano. There's a massive community, and so for it being a top 5 project, it's still in the top 5, right?
No, Cardano.
No. Where is it at?
Cardano is number 8.
Oh, number 8. Okay, so we're maybe in the top 10 project. It is
Even here's the thing, though. Even after, what, 80% down from its all-time highs, it's still in the top 10.
So I think all these projects, they should have a bunch of stuff going on. You get what I'm saying, where I'm getting at here?
Yeah.
So not any, I didn't see anything that really stood out as far as their announcements. He did reference by the end of the year he has a big partnership he's going to talk about, or some big roadmap thing on his AMA. But
Down 70% from its all-time high.
no, they're just really just trying to scale, and they're getting feedback from the devs that have already launched or that are building. And so the Plutus Pioneer program, they're trying to launch and then like the next phase of that, I guess it is. So basically evolving to make it easier to build and scale. And, you know, a lot of people have given them flack for it not being as fast as people thought it would. But I don't know. I outside of the initial Sunday swap launch, I haven't really heard anything about it being slow or the system going down. I haven't. Have you ever heard of this Cardano network going down? No. So they're doing the things the right way, in my opinion. So, you know, we're fans.
Long term, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people, and you know, sometimes us included, we want short term success, but projects like this, they're not in it for 2 years, 3 years. They're in it for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years.
That's
So,
right.
Be patient.
All right.
right.
So I'm going to go ahead and draw. We're going to draw. How many winners? We're going to draw 3 winners.
3 winners.
Or do you want to draw 2 and then give out 2 tomorrow?
Oh, let's draw 3.
3 winners?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. How do I get back to just update there?
DFib said everyone ghosted him.
Everybody ghosted him?
Yeah, because he's over here having a conversation with himself. We love you, DFib.
You my boy, DFib. All right. So we're going to draw 3 winners. Let's see who we got here. We got a lot of foreign entries, so we're probably going to be mailing stuff internationally, so have patience. We all know how international trade, commerce, and mail is, so you might see it before 2023. Now,
How many entries you get, by the way?
13, so not that much.
Oh, okay.
All right, so we have Luis Reseños. Sorry if I butchered your last name, but you win a hardware wallet. Also, Manuel Rohan from India.
I think that's Russell.
No, that's not Russell. That's his brother.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, he wins one. We'll be shipping to India, and then our boy HP has won a hardware wallet.
HP.
So there you go. So
Good job. Awesome. So we will be contacting you via email. We will ask you for your address that you would like us to ship your hardware wallet to, and soon, we will ship it out to you guys. But again, like Robin said, all of them, they're all international, right?
no. Luis is U.S. and so
HP's Canada.
HP's Canada, but
Cool, man. Well, congratulations to the 3 winners. Again, you will receive an email from sincitycrypto1@gmail.com. We will ask you for your address, and that's all we'll ask for.
cool.
So, yeah, and then the other one we'll give out tomorrow. Also, tomorrow we got our man Forrest coming on our show, doing some market analysis for us. So we're super excited for that. Speaking of market analysis, let's roll right into our very next segment. The market, what is it called again?
Analysis.
Yeah. That's got to be my favorite graphic, bro. So dope. All right, let's take a gander. Let's go to CoinMarketCap and see what's going on, what's happening. Where's Bitcoin? Where's Eddie, the producer? There he is. We are at 39,900. Haven't moved a single inch since Robin talked about it. Ethereum at 3,000, not 30,000 yet. Tether holding strong at $1. And then we have Binance Coin 414, XRP 71 cents, Cardano 93 cents. I've been accumulating Cardano ever since I bought the top at $3 and on the way down as well. Nah, I got into Cardano when pretty early. So I've just been accumulating, staking my coins on Kraken. And then you have Avalanche rounding out the top 10 at $76.84. Anything under $80 for me on Avalanche is a great buy. Polkadot out of the top 10, $17.66. But hear me out. I got Crypto Stackers pulled up here. Now, a lot of platforms use Market Cipher. I don't. I use Crypto Stackers because I love the platform. Very easy to monitor, very easy to use. So I got the Easy Band pulled up here.
The man behind the platform is also
good friend of the show.
Yes.
And he's going to be on tomorrow, Forrest. Now, I have the Easy Bands here, which tells us when an asset is overbought and oversold. And you can see anytime we hit this top red band, typically see a sell-off. Anytime we hit this lower solid green band, we see a big push up. Now, we are accumulating here at the dash green Easy Band. And what I did is I put the margin pressure levels on. And you can see we have support here at the 1x short level, and we have resistance here at the 2x short level. So if I zoom in, entry point on Polkadot, if you're looking to swing trade or just pick it up at a good price, not financial advice, but now would be a good time. Being right near this oversold territory, plus being at the 1x short level, which has proved to be good support. You can see support here. You can, if you go all the way back here, it's support here. Kind of support here, dipped a little under, but great time to buy. Great entry point for Polkadot. Now, I want to go back and take a look at Bitcoin. Now, instead of looking at the daily Bitcoin chart, I want to look at the 4-hour Bitcoin chart. Now, you still have this massive bear flag that's still in progress. But if we look at micro, this is a very deep bull flag. So in the short term, we do see a bull flag. Now, will it touch this lower part? Will it complete? Maybe. If it does, you're looking at a 37,800 Bitcoin. More than likely, though, it's going to come right in this middle here. If I put the Bollinger Bands on, good news is the Bollinger Bands are towards the bottom of it. And it doesn't look like they're expanding. So my target for Bitcoin is this. I do believe it can get down to 39.1, but it'll bounce right up. And then, in my opinion, we're going to break above this trend here and then kind of get closer to this top band, which is going to be 48,800. How long that'll take to happen, we don't know. Will it happen? Charts say yes, but again, technical analysis is never 100%. I'll say it again. It's rarely even 70%. I think about it 60, 65%. Which is still pretty good odds. And then if we go back to the daily, same thing. You can see here, this, I mean, you want to talk about a pattern? This is about as pattern as it gets. Following this pattern, beautiful support at 40,000. Robin, have you been dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin?
First and the 15th.
That's it? Just twice? You got to go weekly, baby.
No.
Now, I want to look at Solana. Okay? So we saw this massive downtrend since November of last year. And we broke above that downtrend, and then we got all the way up to $143, and now we are finding support here at $100 even. And if you go back, it was resistance back here in March of this year. We kind of trolleyed down here to this $80, pierced 140, and then now we're back down to $100. If you're looking to accumulate Solana, now would be a good time. I don't like the project long term, so I would only buy and sell Solana as a swing trade to kind of scalp some profits. So yeah, another good level to buy Solana. And then the other one I wanted to look at was, I know I talked about this yesterday, but Algorand again. Great time to get into Algorand. If I zoom out here, you can see this level of support that I have drawn here is extremely crucial. It's held up numerous times. It continues to hold up. It's literally holding up as we speak. Volume is slowly starting to tick down, but we're in consolidation, so that's not very surprising. Pretty volatile. I do expect this to move back up into this 20-day moving average, this green line here, which puts us right around 84 cents. So whether you're looking to accumulate Algorand long-term or you're looking to swing trade, scalp some profits, 71 cents is a great entry point for Algorand. Amazing project, amazing team. Don't have to ever worry about it going to zero. Key support levels. You always want to buy at key levels and sell at key levels. You want to buy, and the stronger the level of support when you're looking to buy, the better trade you're going to make. Same thing on resistance. So with Algorand, it looks like we're creating a double bottom here, so I would expect a big move to the upside. So Algorand, one thing I'm looking to buy to swing trade. So, Robin, you got anything else to add?
You know, why don't we end it with Janet Yellen?
I like it.
You want to end it with Janet Yellen?
I like it. Yes. Wait, is it good,
Come on,
Janet
crank up the
Yellen?
volume on this
Is
one.
it good, Janet Yellen?
It is. It is. So, maybe we'll just run maybe 2 minutes of this. So, I don't know where she was speaking. I feel like it was some kind of
Probably paid. She was probably paid to speak.
probably. You know, she has these like badass teleprompters here. I wish we had these. Like, look how nice those are.
Yeah, but you're too cheap.
Yeah, those are like the fancy ones.
All right.
All right. So, anyways, yeah, this is her. Used to be a hater on Bitcoin, and now she's a cryptographic expert.
Palms of our hands. This growth in digital services has opened up a world of possibilities and risks that would have seemed fantastical only a few decades ago. Financial services, along with most industries, have evolved in response to exponential advances in computing power and connectivity. Most recently, new technology has raised the possibility of reduced reliance on centralized intermediaries like banks and credit card companies. In 2008, a person or group of people using the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto proposed a decentralized peer-to-peer system for making and processing payments. A key challenge in digital payments is to prevent the same assets from being spent twice. The Bitcoin white paper proposed a novel.
You know, real quick, I just want to say that, you know, those teleprompters, you can turn up the speed that the text goes by.
Yeah.
They need to turn that thing up because whatever speed they got it on there, it's like scrolling like this. Like,
Hey, man,
she's
You know, I'm proud. Janet, I'm proud of you. If you're watching, which I hope you are, I'm proud of you. You know, we're allowed to change our minds when we're presented with new facts. It's the people like Peter Schiff who I just don't understand, just hangs on his same argument. When is he going to come around? Ever? Probably not. All right. Is that it?
Here, I'll play another minute of it. I just wanted to say that she's talking extremely slow. So,
wow. Thanks for stopping that good interview. Okay.
All right, here, pulling it back over.
Validating transactions using cryptography that address the so-called double spend problem. This and other innovations related to distributed ledger technology are the foundation for blockchain-based digital assets. Over time, the prices of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies have been quite...
All right, I can't do this. She talks so slow. Anyways,
Hey man,
she's basically giving the ones and twos. She's kicking some knowledge. They got a bunch of old traditional money sitting in front of her. She's all like, "Let me tell you about this blockchain."
Tread carefully, my friend.
Satoshi Nakamoto.
Tread carefully, my friend. This is the Treasury Secretary of the United States of America. Give the woman some respect.
I'm just saying, man.
You know what? If Janet Yellen can change her mind, so can you. Change your mind.
If she's charging by the minute for those speeches,
then
she's making out.
She's
making out,
then
bro.
She's the smartest
she's making
person
out,
in the
bro.
world. That's what I would do. Anyways, that'll do it for our show today. Eddie, roll the outro. Make sure you guys come back tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Vegas time. Our good friend Forrest is coming on every Friday. He's taking over my segment. Why can't he take over Robin's segment?
It's running
No, it's going to be amazing. It's going to give you entry points, exit points, talk about the market. We love Forrest. We're excited to have him. Make sure you come back. We will be sending out your hardware wallets. Congratulations to those that won on behalf of myself, Robin, and Eddie. We love you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
Times change, Mickey D turned into Rabuchon. Kick my feet up, drink leader, smoke on a new strong. Couple margaritas, senoritas, I goof off. I got 16 missed calls on my phone. Times change, Mickey D turned into Rabuchon. Kick my feet up, drink leader, smoke on a new strong. Couple margaritas, senoritas, I goof off. Smoking on the island, say she wanna ride with me. Took her on a flight, said all her bags from Italy. I sent her with a friend, they shopping there religiously. Whoa, whoa, yeah. You say she love me, but that's when she rockin' Prada.